Okay. Now the big question is, we could make one of things we expect to see, and we can make one of things that I want to see. But I'm too lazy to make two. So the way I'm gonna do this is the way I always do it. Because that way I don't have to do anything new. I'm gonna make a list of things that I wanna see and I hope to see. And I'm not really gonna worry too much about the free stuff, right? I'm probably not gonna put a new class on it. Maybe I won't even put Idane Part 2 on it. Why not? Because we know those are happening, right? Those are literally just free marks. So I think it's gonna be more fun if we put stuff on it that exactly. The obvious things, it's boring. It's just boring. You know what? We can just guarantee one. We'll put Idane Part 2. We'll put new class. Oh, free crons. We'll put J hammers, and we'll put we're sorry, right? Boom, easy bingo. First 15 minutes of the show, boom, we got a bingo. Nobody cares, right? Boring. Hearing cracking sounds, it's me, probably you, right? So I don't want to do that. I want to put stuff in that's gonna be fun, interesting. Yeah. How much does the last? I think it's like 2-3 hours. One sec. This is the last one, 2 hours and 50 minutes. That was the last ball, 2 hours and 50 minutes with everything, right? All the fillers and everything. Yeah. So 2 to 3 hours. Easy bingo, yeah, but it's also boring. Okay. I know what I wanted the first one. It's going in. It will always go in. It fits here. Universal gear. That's number one. It's always number one. It always was number one. Yes. It is what it is. Make it big and bold. True. Huh? Let's do that. That's weird. There we go. Big chunker. Why did it not do it? Hello? What? Weird. All right. There we go. Headphone time? Okay. Yeah, hopefully not. Universal gear. All right. Yes. So when I say universal gear, this is what I mean. Okay. Okay. I want PA to, well, basically what I mean is just you have all your gear on all the characters, right? You have all this gear on all the characters. Boom, done. Think the life skill tab. So this here is what I want PA to do. I want PA to unify tools into one tool, put my Manos processing, all the shit in here. I want Prion accessories in here as well. I want them to, and we'll put that on the bingo, make Prion armors as well with all life skills mastery. So you just have one armor in here as well. And then this tab here is already on all the characters. I want all my life skill gear on all my characters all at once. And then I want them to do the same with the combat tab over here. So now I have all my life skill gear and all my combat gear on all my characters at once. That's what I want. I want to have just full access to all my gear with no restrictions. I don't want to tag. Just get rid of it. I don't want it. Well, I want tagging. I don't want gear copying. I just want to have my gear. Yep. So that's what that means. Yeah. Yep. There we go. Not gonna happen? It will happen. It will happen. It's just a matter of time. Yeah. People said the same thing about universal weapons. Yeah. Family-based gear would be amazing. Exactly. People said the same shit when I was talking about universal weapons. And what did PA do? They made universal weapons. For mobile. But still. Yeah, people saying I was crazy as well when I was talking about universal weapons. I just taking it a step further now. They already did universal weapons. You have one weapon type on mobile. It came out like 6 months after I started talking about this. I'm not saying they did it because I was talking about it, but even before it came out, this is what I wanted to see for BDO. And eventually they made that for BDO mobile. And that's a couple of years ago. That's a couple of years ago. At this point here, just make universal gear. Family-wide gear. Yeah. I think the webs are most problematic thing for that. No, it's not. It's not. This is just easy. You just make it universal. It's fine. Hey, it doesn't matter. You got a permit for those? Gear slots for sure. We'll put it on. Right, we'll put it on. I've got your permit right here. More advanced. Yeah, a lot of the good stuff we've gotten on PC has come from mobile. Yeah. I feel like we put a universal gear on every ball. We do. We have universal gear or universal weapons, whatever, has been on the bingo for like 5 years straight now. Like I said, your bingo card? Yep, it is. You know what you're gonna get. You know what you're gonna get. Okay. Next up. And 1 year will be right. Exactly. Exactly. That's the gear separately. Exactly. Like, and again, you have gear copying Elventus that already exist. No, it's not like the next step is just having it already on all the characters. New ships, I like that. New ships. New ships, that's a good one. W comes. I think that's a good one. Return of Jay? I mean, what do you mean Return of Jay? Jay's still there. Jay's still the boss. The closed tools. Prion, I do like that. Prion clothes tools. I think that's a good one. Huh? Why is it so bugged? So weird. What the fuck is going on? There we go, right? That's okay? I think I spelled it correct. You know, I cannot say why they cannot implement unified combat gear. I mean, you can say whatever you want, but you'll still be wrong, Lionheart. Of course they can implement it. I mean, both of your reasons are gonna be wrong. Like, you can state them. No, not gonna do that. System to extract, like, they wouldn't do it. It would counter. First pay to win, exactly, you're just wrong. Say, yeah, again, you're wrong. It will kill the market. One, you're wrong. Two, you're wrong. Why is it always the same, guys? For the last 5 years, whenever we talk about this, it's always the same. What will happen to people that sell Black Stars and Fallen Guard? Do you think people sell Black Stars and Fallen Guards for people's ults? Do you think the people buying Black Stars and Fallen Guards are people gearing up their ults? Come on, Lion. What do you mean? Well, cancel with a Berserk grabs, that would be insane there. Give me that overwhelm cancel back. Gala's pity. Yeah. We'll do that. Well, okay. We'll do some big ones here. These are the ones I want on there 100%. So we'll do some of those that I want on. Okay. It's gonna be a while, guys. We can't sit there and just deal with every crazy take. All right. So just real quick, I'm not gonna go into depth on this, right? One, it would not affect the market in any way. Like, it's all, who cares? It doesn't do anything. Even if it does, who cares? It doesn't matter. Two, pay to win, they will make more money. Like, I don't know why it is that people still think that that Pearl Abyss makes money off weapon swap coupons. You quite literally can't buy weapon swaps coupon. Here. When did BDO remove weapon exchange coupons from the Pearl shop? It was like 2019. 2020, there we go. Pearl Abyss officially removed weapon exchange coupons from the Pearl shop on June 30th, 2020. They haven't sold weapon swap coupons in 6 years. Most of the people saying this didn't even play back then. They literally removed them because of players being like, oh, PA... Let me tell the law on this, by the way. It's fucking hilarious. The reason Pearl Abyss doesn't sell weapon swap coupons is because of the same stuff that's going on now. Every time Pearl Abyss brought out a new class, or they did buffs and whatever, people were always complaining that, look, Pearl Abyss is over-buffing, they're over-nerfing, they're like making you play the new class, and then they're nerfing it to get you to swap off so you can buy weapon swap coupons. They're like over-buff and over-nerf to get you to fodder and reroll. And Pearl Abyss quite literally came out and said, that's not what we're doing. If you guys think that's what we're doing, we don't want you to think that we're doing this out of malice. We're just actually incompetent at balancing. So we're going to remove weapon swap coupons from the Pearl shop. Because we don't want you guys to feel like we're trying to take advantage of you and trying to like do this to sell the stuff. That's what they said. Now, they might not have said this because they're incapable of doing it, but that's the implication. It's actually a case of don't attribute malice where incompetence suffice. So they just removed them from the Pearl shop. That's literally what happened. Yeah. They don't make money off this. If anything, they would make infinitely more money off you playing more classes. Because if you're playing a class versus not playing a class, even once, you are infinitely more likely to buy a costume for that class. You're infinitely more likely to buy weight and inventory for that class. You're infinitely more likely to buy family inventory and weight in general if you're playing more classes. All right. They would make more money with this, not less. Yep. So Loki, yeah. So, like, we're just gonna move on from that. I don't want to dwell too much on every single of these. All right. So, let's get to the big ones. Okay. New tier gear. ACC. I think it's gonna be accessories. I personally 100% think it's going to be new accessories. All right? But it could be many things. We're going to add that to it. New item slot. Okay, and then completely new item slot. Not just new item, but a completely new item slot like cloak, etc. Right? Cape. Maybe like we'll just like we don't have too much room. Okay, those are the big ones. Hardcore server. You know, let's just get me some of the big ones out of the way, and we'll talk. I think hardcore server will throw that on too. Battle sites, yeah, like it will be a new item. I'm thinking like a cloak. Okay, I guess I can tell you what I want to see, right? One thing is what I think PA will do, and another is what I want to see. And I'm right. So if PA does anything but what I want, they just roll, right? It might still work, it might be better, but like, yeah, okay. Who knows what the hell they're going to do if they're going to do anything. This is what I hope to see. I hope we get a new tier of accessories, like orange accessories, Idana accessories, and you upgrade, you convert either like a Nov or Deck Karasat into a base Idana accessory, and then you upgrade it, you can grind for it, you get some stones every week from bosses, and then they also can drop, right? and you upgrade its crunch stones, okay, standard. I want a completely new item on top of that, like a cloak, a cape slot, and I want it to be a Kafra style upgrade. Not using Kafra stones, but a new stone that is sellable in the marketplace. It's guaranteed upgrade. You put X amount of stones in, boom, you get up 1 level, and it gives you some DP. If we're expecting around 50 AP from accessories, and why do we expect 50 AP? Well, because of AOB numbers going up to 445, then plus 5 for... right, so basically they announced 30 levels of Altar Blood, which will bring the AP requirement to 445. That's 50 more AP than we have now. It kind of lines up as well pretty well. If you get 50 more AP into the game, that's a lot of AP. I know DP builds is an issue at the moment, but 50 raw AP completely destroy everything. So a bit of DP would be good. I hope they make it a guaranteed, non-time gated, but also very costly scaling. Think like the old C4, C6, very cheap DP. C9, ooh, that was expensive, but it was giga good. And then C20 was so crazy. Even the giga wells didn't have full C20s for the longest time, right? So something like that, that would be dope. So you could have your time-gated but cheap DP progression on Idana stones, but then also your non-time-gated, extremely late-game expensive DP upgrade on a new item. And I want both of these things, right? So you have more things to work on, different ways of doing it. And I also think it's very important for the monetization that for the big whales, they have an incentive of needing raw silver. If a whale needs raw silver, they get that by selling costumes. If people sell costumes, that means the non-whales have a chance of getting cheaper crunch stones on average, right? Doesn't mean they're going to be sitting on anything, but at least selling more means people buy more or get more. So you need like this synergy between raw silver needing and also crunch stone needing for upgrading. I think this would solve it. So this is what I'm hoping to see. Minutes Baz release? No, because it's not going to be something that's just there, right, Baz? Like in the beginning, even somebody that had infinite silver couldn't see 20 their armors or see 20 their weapons. You still have to grind this, and something that's over time is going to be there, more available, just like Kafra stones used to be, right? But it's another way, and then people could sell it when they don't need it. Again, just like they did with Kafra stones. It worked really well. So new item slot, all together. And this is what I hope it is, right? Whatever it is, who knows? Think Kafras can possibly be a new material? Well, yeah, it's because C is the Kafra level, right? It shouldn't be a Kafra stone. It should be a new stone, but it should work like the Kafra stones did. Like the current Kafra stone should have nothing to do with it. There's nothing to do with it. Because new players need that. So it's not healthy if Kafra stones are needed for an in-game thing as an unlimited requirement, because then they're gonna sell out and new people wouldn't be able to see 10 armors. Okay, so I want that's on there as well for me. Let's see here. Okay, this one here, this is a big one for me. I feel very, very, very strongly about this one. I know some people really want to just get freebies. I don't have an issue with freebies, but two things. One, whenever Pearl Abyss gives big freebie items, which they've only really done for the horses and then the pin black star. I don't remember any other like raw freebies. Right, they've done it twice. And every time they've done these full big item freebies, they've done it in a way that the people that already had it had got value out of it as well. When we got the pin black stars, the people that had 3 pin black stars got value out of it because we knew sovereign weapons were coming, right? So we knew we're gonna need more black stars for sovereign weapons. Yeah, I'll upload this to YouTube later. Also, I do stream on YouTube now, Boulevard, so you can check the VODs on YouTube too. But yeah, I'll just cut this out and upload it to YouTube later. And also when they gave the T9s, T10s were coming. Now, we already have Idana armors, so giving away a T10, sorry, like a TED armor, I don't really see it. Or we have Karasets already, so giving away a pin Dibos, I just don't really see it. The people that, if they're not sellable, the people that are already full out will get no value out of it, and it's just not what PA normally does. That's one issue. The second issue is long term. it's nice getting a freebie here and now, but it doesn't make it better for the next item, right? Let's say you get a 10 armor now. Well, you still need 3 more. Doesn't really change that. And also, it doesn't change for people in the future, like next year. Maybe they come and they don't get the code, they don't get the freebie. So it's a bit like peeing your pants, right? And sure, it's nice, it warms a little bit, but it just doesn't do a whole lot for again, new players and other people in the future. So it's way better if you somehow find a way to pee everyone's pants. All right, this just works better. If you can pee on, like, pee the pants of people in the future as well. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Okay, so anyway, instead of just giving you free shit, fix the system. Just fix it. Okay, like, we got some obvious ones, like lowering Fallen Guard pities. Sure, I hope that happens, but I got more. So, first things first. Gentina ACC. Pin to Nov Kara. Rework Gentina. I wanted to rework Gentina accessories, so you can get like 2x accessories, guaranteed, cheaper than upgrading Karasats or buying pin depots. 2 of them, guaranteed upgrade, and you upgrade them from pin Karasats, Hicks, Sip, Oct, and Nov. That's what I want to see. And then sure, you're gonna need the other ones, but now less demand and everything. And then also, here, lower FG pity. Gentina Ted Fallen Guard. Right? I think that's a W2. So it used to be that when you, like, back in the day, when you came off season, right? When you came off season, you had your Tuvala gear, and you could convert 1 piece of gear into a boss armor. And there was actually a Gentina upgrade system where you could guarantee upgrade a Ted armor into a pin boss armor. Right? I want that, but for Ted armor. We already have a tri armor from deck Tuvala, right? Having a way of guarantee upgrading like 1 armor from tri to Ted, so you can convert your first armor into Edania armor. You can use those stones and getting like more DP, relatively cheap, relatively easy. And then of course lower the pities, and boom, like, you got a way better long-term progression. It's bullshit. No, fuck off, dude. It's great. The top row is God mode. God mode. Hey, listen, there's a little bit for everyone. I got a little bit for everyone. This here, no, like, that's still super important, super great. But that's me things, right? That's me things. But you know, no, sure. It's cope as well, right? It's cope as well. Big giga cope. Well, this here is something to do with easing out accessory progression, and this here is something to easing out armor progression. I don't like it's just making it easier and more pushable instead of giving you freebies. Yeah. Brian, we pay for that? What? Huh? Is there something for vets? Is there going to something for beginners? Of course, of course. Yeah. New gear. There you go. Yeah, new gear, bro. What do you mean? Unified life skills for the win? We already have family-wide life skills. It's just way too good to replace Voltaren. Yeah, I'm not sure about that either. We might throw T10 Voltaren on. Yeah. Trading rework, I'm not even gonna bother. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna bother putting trading rework on. I'm not gonna put freebies on, Hazy, and I'm also not gonna put suicide spots on. Alright, I'm sorry, I don't think we ever get it. I don't think we're ever gonna get it. Cope is removing grabs from the game, also removing illegal skills, reworking them, groups also. Oh, maybe. Yeah, like some skill rework announcements, maybe. Who knows? Maybe not. Yeah. I hate Volteron. I hate it. Trading same level. Yeah, even I can't be there, man. Trading no, I'm not. That's too much. That's a bridge too far. Okay, let's see what else we got here. What else we got? Ooh, I've been talking so much about things I wanted to see. You think we get another free T10? No, I don't. No. I mean, that's kind of given. At least should we throw in like a new world boss? Oh, Imperial Rework, W take. Yes, that was the one I wanted on. Imperial Rework, yes. I am actually gonna put that on. Yep. Good. New party bosses. Yeah, I can see that. New Black Shrine bosses.
Hey, got a permit for those guns?
What? There you go. Guys, I'm not putting trading rework. Idana Part 2 announced? Yeah, we know that. I'm not putting freebies on like Idana Part 2 or new class. We know those are happening. Those are just free. That's in here, it's free. New soft colors, yeah, I'll put that on. I'll put that on. And also not gonna put suicide ones on like trade rework. I'm not gonna put freebies, I'm not gonna put 0% chances on, right? New soft colors, I like it. I think that's almost a freebie because we already know the data mine.
I've got your permit right here.
New color glows. But that's good. I like that.
Hey, got a permit for those guns?
Huh? New grind spot again, that's free. Freedom of sleep, yeah. New life skill? No, I don't think new life skill. Manos rod. I mean, we have stuff up here. Prior and close tools. I feel like a new fishing rod would fall under that. Yeah. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna put this on here. It's a cope one, guys. It's a cope. Idana glow through costumes. Keep in mind, this is a mix between what we want to see and what we believe, right? Like, how is Idana glow not going through costumes? I mean, come on! Oh yeah, Eternal Winter 2.0 teaser. I like that. Eternal Winter, that's better. Is that how you spell it? Jesus. For fuck's sake. Okay, there we go. That looks good, right? Looks good. Okay. Winter of sorry, it's winter region. It's winter region. Here. So I guess a little context. It is Everfrost. This one here, Mountain of Eternal Winter. It's the region in the game, and part 2 is down here. Also, part 2 is they already Winter Region Part 2 was supposed to come out before Edania. They made a decision to go for Edania first because it had more of a PvP focus at the time, where a lot of the negative feedback in the community was in regards to lack of PvP. Now, you can say, well, how much PvP did it have? It's the Throne of Edana stuff, but it's more than nothing, right? Whereas Winter Region Part 2 had a PvE focus. The big content in Winter Part 2 was supposed to be a 100-layer dungeon. I know Tempest, right? But it's something. You can say what you want, but it's actually something ingrained into the region. Is there any PvP that's ingrained into Belnos? No. Serendia? No. Caltheon? No. No. Like, none of this has any actual ingrained PvP. I think this might legitimately be the first region, other than Valencia, that has a direct PvP thing in the content. Right? Sure, it's only for a few people. It's not that much. Is it fun? Is it good? Who the hell knows, right? But you have the red karma stuff in Valencia, and then you have Throne of Edana in Edania. Nothing else has anything, right? I mean, they ended up adding the regional stuff with the Camisylvia and Odraxia, but that wasn't there at launch. Yeah. So as a piece of actual content, it is one of the first ones since Valencia, right? Probably the only one other than Valencia that legitimately has some PvP content tied to it. And also the next expansion, it's not gonna have that. The next one is Winter Region Part 2. That was supposed to come out, and the big content there is supposed to be a 100-floor dungeon. But personally, I feel like that is what I feel like that's what Altar Blood is right now. So, but yeah, that's Winter Region, Eternal Winter. Earn the auto decks between castle holders. We can move as well. Bring that back. Yeah, that should go back. That would be fine. I think that was sick. Yeah. They're not doing LBN now. Ready to fight for their regions during the week. Yeah, because that's what they fucking said, Hukari. I remember that as well. Oh my god. The original design that they announced for the Throne of Edana. Oh my god, that would have been so sick. That would have been so sick. Yeah. Nope, why are you coping about that? They just did that. And every time PA does a rework of this stuff, you guys mold the fuck out saying, oh my god, it's dead. And now you're here asking for another rework of the rework of the rework. Yeah, maybe be careful what you wish for, man. Yeah, I can see like a new world boss. It's been so long since we had a new world boss. You know what? I'm gonna throw it in. New world boss. It's been a while since we had a new Giga Chat world boss. There we go. New world boss. New. I am afraid of the world boss stuff unless we get universal gear, right, Kiv? If we had universal gear, they could make hard world bosses. It's not a positivity or like positive spin-off of having universal gear. So everyone has the best gear on the boss ult. instead of having to base it around fucking Travala Timmy gear. And like that's what I'm going, right? Look at my bustles. Look at my bustles. See here. That's one of my bustles. That's another one. That's another one. Some of them probably don't even have any real gear on. Yeah, like it's just I don't even have pin Travala on mine. If you had full gear on them, they could scale to make them actually hard. That would be sick. There's a regular central market. I don't know about that. Yeah, new artifacts. Yeah. New artifacts for sure. Again, I think like some of these are a bit boring. Like new artifacts, new crystals. I think it's a little bit boring. Class rerun 2.0 grind spell skills with PvP stats. Official rank 1v1 mode. AOS. No, I wouldn't want that. Like there's two things. The two things I would want the least in this game is flying mounts and what rank 1v1. Yeah, maybe purple artifacts. Savage Risk 2.0? No. Come on, dude. Please, no. Wings? Oh, yeah. Maybe. New cover upgrade for Karasad? We already have that. I don't think they're gonna do anything. Hey, what's up, Evil? Loki Class Build 2.0? Yeah, I'm gonna put something on there. Alright, so not necessarily like a full-on class reboot 2.0, but kinda. Right. Maybe reworking Rabams, reworking kind of deal, right? Reworking Rabams, reworking Elvia skills, that kind of deal. Maybe a new ability altogether. More stuff they can't balance, in other words. Yeah. Awaken Rabams, yeah. Reworking that skills. Exactly like that. That's sort of like, again, this is just an example of what it could be. Yeah. To get 5 paddocks? Maybe. Rabam rework. Yeah, but what if it's not Rabam? It's just like an example. It's just an example. Yeah, it's Heidel Ball real. Yep. Transcendent class? No, dude. No. Hell no. Crossplay? No. I'm not gonna bother stuff that won't happen. It will not happen crossplay. It would just mean PC can't get updates. Make it, if you're Awaken, you only get the Awaken starter skills, so what you want is more sentient classes. Okay. Treasure item, new Blackstone. Should we put a new treasure item on it? Like mobile? If they do anything, like this one here is just gonna cost, like, catch it out with the net. I think it's too early with like transcending. I don't think they're necessarily going to do that just because it's on mobile. But if they do anything major with classes that involves like actual skills or abilities, I'm going to check this one off. This one here is like a pretty wide net, but I don't think it's super likely to happen. So that's why we're just going to leave it as a wide answer. One set of artifacts. Oh, you know what? I'm going to put that up here instead. Oh my god, that's fucking sick. I see what you're saying, and I would rather put that in here. Oh my god, I like that. Yeah. So here. artifact preset like Reforge. Yeah, so basically, you have one set of artifacts, and then you just plug it in, like just reworking how it works, so how it works, so you don't have to have 5 sets, right? Just like Lightstones, yeah, right? Like that kind of deal, right? Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna put that on, Ricardo. Normally, I think I'll put that on. I think. This one, yeah, I have that up here. Universal gear, yeah, universal gear. I think this here would pop off. I don't normally care to put freebies on. Like, we know we're gonna get crons, we know we're gonna get fail stacks, we know we're gonna get hammers. Why put it on? But that's a new one, and it's something we talked a bit about as well. Instead of a weapon swap coupon, a weapon exchange coupon, how about a weapon swap coupon? We'll put it on for now. So a coupon that allows you to swap your main hand weapon for your awakening. Yeah, enhancement swap. Yep. Fairy rework. Yes. I want that so bad. We'll put that in there. And again, we'll probably change some of those around. Reworked how? A simple solution would be to, whenever you roll the skill, right? Here. So say you go in, and this is my suggestion, by the way, I take full credit of this. And let's say I go in and change the skill. And maybe I want to roll Fairy Tier. And I roll it, right? Boop, whatever, change skill. It rolls a skill, and it pops up, and it gives me a choice. Either keep the current skill, or choose the new skill it rolled. It's so simple. That on its own would be enough. I would want more, don't get me wrong, I want more stuff changed to improved, but that on itself would be enough to not make this fairy upgrade system the most predatory garbage ever. It is so cancerous, it's so predatory, I fucking hate it. I don't want to spend money and then end up worse than I was. At least let me choose to keep the current skill. Yeah. And add them to loyalty as well every week. That's, again, something I 100% agree with. Group battle mode, I don't know what that is. Can you also make suggestions for us with this? Yes. I think WoW made a forum suggestion on it. Yeah. I'm pretty sure WoW have a suggestion on it, yeah. Okay, what else we doing? What else we doing here? Oh, so it's like exact music, exactly. No, we're not. They just did it, right, Mikers? They just did PvP. I think we're gonna see life skill updates. Did I add that already? I didn't, right? Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much like the stuff they talked about at the ball. They talked about life skill updates at no, not a new life skill, but updating the current life skills. like they talked about at Calcium Ball. They mentioned making you less reliant on selling stuff. Idana weapons, I think it's so unlikely that weapons are gonna get upgraded as well. Yeah. I just don't see it. I think weapons are way too early. Way too early. I mean, compare the amount of people that have a deck weapon to the amount of people that have a deck carry set. I mean, most people have full deck carry set before they even have enough weapon. Now, I think it's most likely just accessories. Yeah. First, you know what? I think that accessories will be orange, but you know what? I like it, right? First, orange tier item. So that could be like a double win. I would, of course, assume that what? That new tier of accessories would be... Oh, it has to be even? Okay, I didn't know that. That's 16. Yeah. What the... What? Did I crash? What happened? What happened? What's going on? What happened? Trolls? Okay, people just troll. Okay, fuck off. You guys are messing with me, man. First orange tier item. There we go. Okay, first orange tier. Oh, oh, okay. Big F. Okay. I see it now. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I think so. Shy rework. We can hope. Share XP, same with life skill. Maybe. I mean, I could see it, but I'd rather put big stuff in here. Crystals rework. What do you have in mind when you say that, Root? Like, what would crystals need for rework other than just like new crystals? Volterra things, maybe. Like maybe a T10 Volterra, maybe. I feel like life skill update, like new food, new stuff, that kind of falls under there, right? I don't know. Oh yeah, I'll put new treasure items in, and of course I'm hoping something like an outfit, right? That would be sick. Outfit. Okay, I think that's okay. So we do have a winter region teaser, but I do think that the 100 dungeon might be gone. More levels to AOB, yeah, but if they do new gear, they're gonna do new levels, so it's sort of a free one, Infi. I feel like that's a free one. Right? They already said when we get more AP in the game, they're gonna make more levels to Altar Blood. So new consecrator benefits. They wouldn't announce that at the ball, and I'm not holding my breath. Anona, I am not holding my breath. Trading fix, it's too unrealistic. Too unrealistic. No, they're not doing Elvia Realm. Elvia Realm is long gone. They're not doing more. There was too many issues. Heidel is the 25th. Pets, I could see it. I don't know about a new tier, but yeah, something with pets maybe. Maybe not. There's a bit of an issue, and which is why they made T5 pets the way they do. It's just the cost of it. If you make pets better, you're also buffing the pay to win. And it's very much in your face instead of just selling better gamble boxes, right? New heart. Craftable bits gear, rare mats. It's a different game than Claude. That's a different game. EOS announcements. What's EOS? Oh, end of service? Nah. Not even close, bro. Since D2? Why would D2 shutting down make you scared of BDO? Property Ego Battalion is Prime. That was like, dude. I do have new World Boss on, yeah. Attraction 2.0. Me. New treasure. I got new treasure on, yeah. Maybe finally get the missing lamp. Grind spots to 4 other dungeons become grind zones, and we only got a Seeker so far. Yeah, but they're gonna do it down in part 2, right? Did I say his thoughts on the matter? What matter? I missed what you said, Blue Tide. Can you type it again? PC console? No, it won't happen. It cannot happen, unfortunately. I actually had a bit of hope for it, Handsome, about that happening when they were finally catching console up, but it quite literally cannot happen. Oh, Shy Tackle. You know what? I'll put it on. I'll put it on here. I've talked about this for freaking years. It's a big one on my list. Make Shy a real class. There we go. There we go. There we go. Make Shy a real class. Rework Shy, give her, like, make her a real class. Fuck this salt bullshit, just make it normal weapons, fix her to be a normal class that can play the game on her own. Oh. Marriage system BDO? I could see that. You know what? I'm gonna throw big RP content. And you know what's crazy? I think this here is super important. I think this is a massive, ban that guy. I think this is a massive, important thing as well. Yeah. I really hope they buff RP in this game. Be it marriages being better, more bikinis. Yep, obviously more bikinis. Things like that. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. New residents around the world. I don't care what it is, but yeah. Do content? Maybe. 6 update. With that shy statement, yeah, that's borderline underground. That's a borderline. Like, it's one of those that get you put on a list. Let me just put it like that. Nightclub RP areas, hot outfits. Yeah, why not? Like, at least, okay, so Disaster, I don't think it should be in the game, that stuff, but I think that players should be able to make it. That's what I want to see. I want to see players being able to turn their manor into a nightclub. That's what I would like. Let people do it. The RP community is massive in games, in MMOs, and it's a massive driving force at keeping players engaged as well, outside of grinding content and other content. It's like the majority of the player base in Final Fantasy and World of Warcraft, outside of a content drop, what are they doing? They're RPing. I think it's a super important part of exactly like Final Fantasy. Yep, exactly. I think it's such an important part at keeping a game like active and feeling alive and community driven stuff. Yeah. giving players a way of doing this stuff. Oh, right. Here. Instant char swap loading. You guys remember that stuff they were gonna do for tech characters? Yeah, like just do it for all characters. That's what I hope to see here. Yeah, and those same panels. I agree, and I think it is healthy. It's very. I think it's very healthy having. That stuff in a game. I do have new world bosses on. Yep. With switching server tunes, yep. The instant character swap they just showed for tagging, just for all characters. My kid is knocking the door and saying he's a super kid, so I have to go and look real quick. I'll be back 2 seconds. Okay. Right. Okay, we're missing one. New slot gear. Yep, I already have that one suggested. We got the new item slot up here. Fix the failed good server stability. Should we put that like okay? This is like the big work empire. They already did like work updates. I don't think that's too likely. An entirely new life skill. That could be cool to put on. Loot tracker outside money. That's cool too. Cloak. That's like the new item slot. Active fishing. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Snowboarding is there. Like reworking Walls Roses, Region vs. Reed, that would be sick. I don't think it's gonna happen though. new mounts. It's one of my old suggestions, like treasure items that like changes the mount skin. Not necessarily a different mount because of the systems that is with that stuff. But a way of changing the visuals of your mount. Let's say you could grind out a treasure item in Valencia and you can turn your horse into looking like a lion. Woo! Family inventory treasures. That's good too. That's good too. I'm not gonna do trade. I'm sorry, man. I think the chance of that is so slim. Skill being adjustable. That would be. Ooh, I like that though. Universal gear is number one. It's already here. It's right here. Improved loadout, gear swaps. That's cool. Is key content? No. Plus to make each grind spell zones with scroll group. Yeah, like the dig here, and to like put in more lanterns would be super dope too. We should be able to store our acres to use if we're not playing daily, to use it to stack it. So you mean the way it is? Yeah, I think the way it is good too. Do you think they're removing any content? No. No, like that's not any content on the list that would make sense to remove right now. I don't see that now. The rewards. I mean, that's already the case. At least that's supposed to be the case. Wait for common players to use contribution points outside of node levels. I don't know about that. Ooh, okay. Okay, there we go, guys. We have the big cope at the end. The final big cope one. Shadow Arena, hardcore server, right? Making a comeback. I feel like that's a good cope on the end. On Lake Mitchell. That's enough AI for it. You said nothing impossible. It's not impossible. It's just improbable. It's just improbable, right? And we also, I have a bit of an out with the hardcore server in there as well. Yeah. You're going to drown someone's cove? I know. Like, this here is a list of stuff that I really want to see as well. It's my list, okay? Like, of course, there's other things that's more likely. Like, I don't think they would announce Awakening Warrior buffs on a bowl. They might announce new skills in general, but, like, just, yeah, right? They're not gonna be like, oh, yo, Bison Musapaime, we heard you like to play Warrior. So, like, they're not gonna do that, right? You can change first orange since it's the same tier. I agree. We can completely, for me, new tier of gear, right? Accessories. Yeah, I think we can remove this one. I agree. This is like basically a double one. If one is correct, the other one is automatically correct as well. So I agree. We can remove that one. That one goes to the gulags. Warrior nerfs. See, now that's something I believe. Hey, what's up, late? Get a treasure drop zones, customs. Yeah, we already got treasure items on. Pick a better color? No, it's orange. It's orange. Ranking for top players, dueling, same class? No. Like ranks arena 1v1 would be Gabo. Gabo. I mean, I agree. Purple is my favorite color, but it's gonna be it's gonna be orange next, right? Almost guaranteed. So wait, maybe you guys don't know why I'm saying orange all the time. Right, so it's actually similar to the Arena Solar rankings. Your life skills. Now keep in mind, Arena Solar is relatively new, but your life skills goes beginner, apprentice, skilled, blue, right? And then professional, yellow, and artisan is red, and master is purple. The next one is guru, which is orange. And all the gear so far in BDO has followed the life skilling order of white, green, blue, yellow, red, purple. So what follows would be orange. Yeah, so there you go. That's why I'm pretty convinced that the next tier of gear is going to be orange. Now, of course, since they do have the different AOS here, it could be that they go like diamond and then into rainbow later on. Who knows, right? But that's the order in this game, which is, I would say, the order in most games, right? Most MMOs. It's not exactly a unique order of color, but that is the one they're using in BDO. So yeah. I want white glow. I want black glow. I want white glow, green glow, blue glow, fucking rainbow glow, sparkling glow. Oy, 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 oy. Improvements to AOB. I mean, we'll see more tiers of AOB with new gear. They already announced that, so that's why it's not on. Yeah. Okay. We got one spot open. What are we doing? What are we doing? What would I really want to see? Like, yeah, iridescent as well, right? Can we get address to rock meta? How does 50 AP sound, Piero? Like, new tier of accessories, realistically, it would add 50 AP in total. That's what I'm expecting to see with new gear, up to 50 sheet AP. And we already have the new armors, so is there going to be too much DP added? Maybe some, if they add a new item. But that's on its own. Throw in potential new crystals. Maybe they're going to do some void human AP. What if you give DP too? It might give some DP, Pyro, but I don't think it's going to give as much DP as it does AP. That's just like, it could, right? Who knows? But it's just a perfect way of letting the game solve the DP meta, the skill build, instead of making changes. It's just healthier to let the game progress past those issues on its own, instead of going in and actually changing items. No. This is also exchange. I feel like that's something that might just be on a global app patch, Murray. And it needs to be limited or fully removed first. I mean, again, if you're getting like 50 sheet AP more, those builds are just kind of cooked, right? Unless I'm missing something. I feel like those builds are just cooked. Hammer rework. Like Wars of Roses rework into being a big battle and all. Like also Valley type deal. That would be sick. I don't know if I want to put that on. The Flying Mount? No, I'm giga. I don't gonna put anything on it. I'm against that. I'm not gonna put Flying Mount. I'm not gonna put one. I don't want to materialize it. I don't want to put that energy out in the universe. I don't want to see it. I think it would completely ruin the game long term. I think it would be a detriment to the game having Flying Mounts and 1v1 ranked arena. Back for paper classes? Exactly, Nasa. Exactly right. Playing Guilds War Roses? Yeah, like it should just be a battleground. War of the Roses should be a weekend battleground. Like sort of an RBF kind of deal. You just sign up for it, it plays. Yeah, that'll be sick. New dungeon. I mean, we have like new bosses, kind of falls into it. Yeah, I mean, we have Winter Region teaser. There's a good chance we'll see time travel teaser. Engine rework. I don't think they're gonna do that. They already talked about it. So I don't see that happening. Maybe we change this here and we're just gonna call it next expansion teaser. Oh. Is that how do you say expansion? X-pack, like X-pack. teaser, maybe. I feel like that's a free one. That's boring. That is boring. You know, I'm just gonna remove that as well. It's gonna happen, right? That's almost a freebie. That's fucking boring. We're gonna remove that as well. Of course that's gonna happen. Yeah. We Argentina into Argentina? Yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, life skill. Yeah. I kind of like life skill updates, prior and gear. It's kind of in there. I feel like we already covered that stuff. Will the February fuck us over? No, it's definitely supposed to not to. T10 will turn. It's just boring, but I would put it on. Dinosaurs. Yes. Is that how you spell it? Dinosaurs. I like it. I like that. I like it. You guys are laughing now. Just wait. Just wait and see. Just wait and see. Just wait and see. Yep. Wait and see. Idania weapon costumes? Maybe. Either, sorry. Very green search your first ones. Oh yeah, like just choose, yeah. First unnecessary and mechanical feels like it's from yeah, it's so bad. Dark fantasy outfits / weapons. Maybe. Level to 75 actually matter? No, we're not gonna have them. General performance update. That's a good one. I think I'm gonna put that on. That's a very good one. It's something I really hope to see. Performance update. DLSS, etc. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good one. That is long overdue, and I think it's super important. I think that's so important. I think that's a great one. Worse than before, yeah, somehow worse than before. Yeah. It's called outfits, yeah. Exactly. You just buy them, sell them, yeah. It would be nice if they made it into a dark fantasy game. Yeah, BDO, yeah, like it used to be. That's a big cope, but I'm there for it. I agree, man. Okay. So all this high fantasy outfits and the IRL outfits and everything, they're cool. They look good. I understand it. They sell like crazy. You guys love them, but I fucking hate them. I have some. I use them, but I wish they weren't there. I miss the dark, grim fantasy world. There are plenty of fantasy worlds and MMOs that is happy-go-lucky, freaking Disney world. BDO is different, man. BDO was different. BDO was the dark, grim fantasy. Like the old-school World of Warcraft. Just dark and evil and rough and grounded. Grounded. Yeah. Chibi, you are getting banned. Super, thank you so much. Dude, Grindable outfit, we have it on. We have it on. Welcome to the Gun Show, man. Thank you so much for the resub. We actually have that on. Have it on the list. Yep. No. RL mount? No, get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, but stuff RL, play this game to escape. Same, man. Same panels. Yeah. I feel like it's a pretty good list. Yeah, it's a rainbow glow. That's different, right? That's different. That's my glow. Like, that's my glow up. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I just say, or maybe not rainbow, like, okay, right, sparkles, but imagine going like your Dark Prince outfit or your Berserk outfit, you're swinging your sword, and it just like blows out some rainbow sparkles. That's pretty badass. That's a good. Summon Devil Boss, Dark Moon. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. Oh, Rick, I'm afraid to click that. No, Pit. Oh my god, what? I should not have clicked that. Pit reworks. I don't think it's super likely. I don't think it's super likely. If you rework pits, it could just have issues with older stuff as well. Like I would like just loot everything at once. I hate leaving loot, but real overall PvP. You just go on Asha. Just go on Asha. Yeah. Stop hiding in money roll. Go on Asha. Grind on Asha yourself. You'll get plenty of PvP. Like the Wardex stuff, it's not likely they're bringing back. I can tell you what I want for Wardex. If I could get my way, or if I could get my way, the game would die. But still, okay. If I could get a reasonable suggestion passed, right, for PA, or something that they might agree with, a reasonable suggestion would be, of course, restrictions on a one-sided war deck. You have to have been on a node war. You have to own a node, whatever it is, right? Some sort of reasonable restriction, like it used to be. But then bring back one-sided war decks, except they are time-based. So you do a one-sided war deck, and it's up for 2 hours. 2 hours, 3 hours, right? After that, it gets removed, and you cannot war deck the same guild for another 28, 48 hours, 36, whatever, right? Let's say 48 hours, you cannot war deck the same guild again. Yeah, that way you can't just keep a permadeck up. Of course, you can still accept permadecks. If you accept it, you can get permadeck, but you can't keep a one-sided permadeck up to grieve guilds out of existence, etc., etc. But it's now something where you can pass this and you can have a fight. You can like send the war deck, you can create some trouble, you can get a fight, and I think people are more likely to show up as well for GVG if they know it's going to be ongoing for 2 hours or so. Like, yeah, we're going to show up. Like an actual PvP event. Yeah. I think that would be sick. And then maybe do like a server announcement about the score. This guild defeated this guild in a GVG. Right? A bit of flex, a bit of EP. That'll be cool. That was super cool. I would like that. But yeah, anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'll see you all in the next one. Yeah, I think this one holds up, right? That's about as good as we can do it. I think it's pretty good. And famous that says either way. Yeah, who cares about that?
You got a permit for those guns?
Who cares about that? Say what? Thank you for the resub. I appreciate it, man. Welcome back to Guncheck. Yeah, 3. I'll check my party draft every 50 minutes. Very enjoyable. I hate it. I hate it. Rework Fairy already, PA. Rework it. Rework it. Yeah, I'm gonna have this. Apparently, I can't post it on Discord because there's some permabanning going on with AI detecting grids. We looked it up. It's real. I think it'll be sick. I think so too. All like it would like get the best of both worlds. Link it here. I need to save it first. But yeah, sure. New difficult level dungeons. I mean, I would hope so, but like I don't have so many things to put on. Consider grind. What actually? Yo, time to grief. Time to flag up. This is why flagging exists, guys. Yeah. Can it face to be on the character? Oh, dude. I'd much rather look at this character. This would just look weird with my face, right? I think it's a really good list of copium.